Hi everybody, it's Naya, and as you can tell by the title of this video, this is going to be a pretty big, not even gonna say big, this is gonna be a sizable haul because I know I hadn't posted videos in about 2 weeks, and that's only because I have been in training for my job. We have to do our relicensing. We do that every 3 years, and so it's time for me to take my licensing exams again, and so we have to go through these training sessions up until the day it's time for us to take the test, and we'll take that sometime in the next 2 weeks. So usually by the time I get in the evening, I don't want to come near this camera. So I hope everybody is doing well. I really miss you guys. I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Welcome aboard. I really look forward to getting to know you guys. And for my ride or dies who've been here since day one, you know that you guys are A1 in my book. I really appreciate all the love and support. So let me get on to this video because I don't want you guys sitting here for 2 days trying to watch all of this. So the very first thing that I want to show you guys is I kind of went crazy in Ulta and bought quite a bit of stuff. I have like Ulta bags for days. And so I have these 2 big bags, as you guys can see. And yes, I did a little damage. Now, if you guys get the Ulta books, if you sign up for the newsletter, you get the new promo books every other week. And so in this last book, they had a promo where if you bought any fragrance of $30 or more, you got to choose from a weekend bag, a bag that you can take if you're just jet setting for the weekend. You know, you're going to stay over at the booze, or you're going out with the girls and you guys are, you know, going to Philly or Atlanta, whatever it is you're doing. The bag was awesome, and the bag has a retail value of about $50. So I went in and I was like, okay, what fragrance do I want? And so I decided I didn't want to go and spend a lot of money in fragrance, so I decided to pick up one of the pink sugars, and it comes in a canister like this. And as you guys can see, I haven't even opened this yet. This retailed for $30 even, so basically that's what I spent, about 30 some odd dollars. And I chose this weekend bag right here, and so it's really huge. Let me lean back a little bit so you guys can see just how big and spacious this is. It's kind of like a gray with some brown faux leather handles. You have a nice long body strap, and I'm going to quickly show you the inside. It's really soft material, and the inside is kind of purple. Kind of got a big pocket on, 2 big pockets on the inside, like you can put your cell phone, things like that. So I got that for spending the $30. The next thing that I got while I was in there was I was looking, one time I was in Sephora and I was trying out the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation before I purchased it, and the young lady there had mixed some of this particular primer with that foundation, and it applied so much better to my skin. So I nonetheless let her convince me I needed to get this. So when I was in Ulta, I picked up one of the Lancome Visionaire 1 Minute Blur primers, and it comes in a package like this. And this is some expensive stuff. Like, don't tell nobody, but it's like $55. Yes. Y'all know I don't have no sense when it comes to makeup. So it comes in a tube like this, and you get 1 fluid ounce of product. It's very lightweight, and I really like that. It has a little flip top, and I will give you guys a little peek see of it. So here it is, and when you blend it out, it just blends out nice and smooth. It feels really soft against the skin, and I have pretty much dry skin all here except for like right here, and my skin just soaks things up. So this feels really good and moisturizing on my skin. So in a way, I am kind of glad that I did pick that up. I also picked up one of the Too Faced Twice the Sex mascaras. So basically for $24 you got a full size Better Than Sex mascara, and then you got a free deluxe size. So this will be great for when you're on the go for the weekend and you don't want to have to lug a lot of things. This comes in really handy, and the mascara is amazing. The next thing that I picked up was I picked up one of the new Smashbox step-by-step contour kits, and it comes in a package like this, and you also get a free contour brush with this. And they have, I want to say they have 2 shades, and this is like the darker shade. Let me see if they give a name. This is actually the deep kit, and it comes in a little palette like this. And as you see, I haven't even pulled the plastic off of that yet, just to kind of keep the fingerprints down. And then when you open it up, you have a mirror, as you guys can see, and then it has this little instructional card here that shows you where you're supposed to highlight and where you're supposed to contour. But I picked it up because I felt like these shades would work really well with my skin tone. And for reference, I am an NC50 in MAC, or I can wear NW43. So you have like this really peachy shade as the highlight shade. You have this kind of rustic orange shade as your bronzer. And then you have the darker shade for your contour, and it's kind of like, it has a nice gray undertone. So and on me, if I apply it too heavy, it will be a little reddy brown, but I like that for my skin tone. So there are those 3 swatched on my hand, and so far I am liking it. I'm not overly in love with it, but I am liking it. So I picked up that, and also, like I said, it came with a little contour brush, which I like brushes that I can feel, and this is just too little for me, so it'll probably never get used, and I'll just use my standard brush that I have. And then, like I said, inside you get a little booklet that will give you the breakdown of how to contour and highlight your face if you are a beginner. So I picked up that. Let's get that out of the way. The next thing that I picked up while I was in there was, I love, this is like one of my fave makeup removers, and this is the Lancome I say bifacial, and this is some amazing stuff. Like, this takes off waterproof, those very stubborn gel liners, this will remove it in a snap, takes off your mascara. So I really like this, and they had this on sale for, I want to say it was like $22 or $23, something of that nature. Picked that up. Then I went over to Stila, and I wanted to try out, I think I was watching Chris Dallas's video, and she had showed some of the Stila gel got inked cushion eyeliners, and everybody is going to this cushiony thing now. And so I went on over, I played with them, and I actually liked them. So yeah, needless to say, a girl went ham. Yes. So I'm going to quickly run through the colors that I picked up, and this first one is called Amethyst Ink, and it's of course a purple. You know, you can't go without having a purple. And I'm going to come in close so you guys can see that cushion on the inside. And so basically there is a cushion in here, and it's filled with the liner, and you just get your liner brush and away you go. So let's get a swatch of that. So there is Amethyst. And I really, so far, I really do like these. So, yay for Stila for coming up with an amazing little product. This next one is called Blue Sapphire Ink. And here is a Blue Sapphire Ink. And let's give you a swatch of that one. And here is a Blue Sapphire Ink. This next one is called Smoky Quartz Ink. And this one is gorgeous. There is a Smoky Quartz Ink. And here is a swatch of that one. It's different. It's a very different olive green kind of shade. So there it is, swatched out on my arm. This next one is called Copper Ink. And here is Copper Ink. Ooh, pretty. And there it is, swatched out on my arm. I have two more shades of that to show you. This next one is called Garnet Ink. And here is a Garnet Ink. And Garnet Ink is like a really rich kind of burgundy shade. And there it is, swatched out on my arm. And then this very last one that I have is called Black, what is that? Black Obsession Ink. I think it's Obsession. If it's not, I'll correct it in the box. But this is just your standard black. And I would imagine that when you're using these, you definitely need to close these up tightly when you're done, so that they don't dry out. But there is the black one, really rich. So definitely, if you're in the market for a new gel eyeliner that kind of gives you the versatility of a gel and slightly a liquid, definitely check out these Stilas. They are awesome. And also they had this like calligraphy pen. I didn't pick the feather part up, but I did get the quill part, and came in a package like this. And so there it is. It has a very fine point, as you guys can see, and this is amazing. The brush is soft but stiff enough that you can have some control when doing your wing liner, and this will make some amazing wing liners. So definitely check out the Stila gel cushions there. The next thing that I picked up was I went on ahead and caved, and I picked up the Anastasia World Travelers palette. Let me tell y'all something. Anastasia's palettes are awesome, and you can't beat it for the price. For $29, you get some amazing shades, and this one I think is like right up there with my Tamana palette, and because I'm loving this one right here. This palette is really, really awesome. And I know you guys have seen this all over the YT. So I'm not going to do any major swatching. It does come with a little dual-ended brush. Kind of like a concealer type brush end. And then you have a little fluffy blending in that you can blend out your crease. And I have to say right off rip, my favorite shade of this, which I think is everybody's favorite shade, is this pink champagne. This thing is gorgeous, like super gorgeous. And there it is, swatched out on my hand. So definitely for $30 you cannot beat any of the Anastasia palettes thus far. She's been hitting them out the park with these, and so I definitely am a avid fan of those. The next thing that I picked up, I wanted to give a try to the Smashbox Camera Ready BB Water. Now, I don't know if it's just because it was new and I wanted to try it, but thus far I have worn this. It's very light to medium coverage. I don't feel like I can get it up to full coverage without making it look kind of cakey. They have about, I think it's about 8 or 9 shades, and I think I have the darkest shade because this is in dark. And so far I'm kind of liking it. This is something that I would use if, you know, I just needed to run out of the house. I wasn't going anywhere specific that required for you to be beat and snatched to the gods, but you want to be presentable and you want to look really decent, then the Smashbox BB water would be a great option if you're in the market for just a very nice light coverage. That you can definitely check that out. Next thing I did was I went over to Tarte, which is another one of my faves. And first thing that I saw, I think I was watching Tara Babe's channel, and she did a haul on this. And I love Tarte eyeshadows. I have some friends who, you know, they can kind of go with or go without. I am one that go with. So I picked up the Tarte Energy Noir palette. And you guys by now should know, like, I'm a palette junkie. One of these days I'm gonna like try to sit down and either do a video on all the palettes I own, or take this massive photo of every palette that I have in this house. And there are palettes in here that I probably need to be giving away, and I probably will be giving away. So definitely stay tuned and be checking out these videos, because I'm gonna kind of slide them in over here and slide a few over here. And if you're not following me on Instagram, it's haulingwith_Naya. Follow me over there, because I'm going to be sliding some over there, because I need to, I try to keep everything neat, but it's time to like get rid of some things that I'm not showing that much love to, and it needs to find a nice home that someone can show some love to it. So I picked up the Energy Noir palette, and it looks like this. And then once again, you know, Tarte, they always put the names on this little thing here, which I hate. And one of these days they're gonna keep hearing us say we hate it this way, and they're gonna put it on the palette. So because most of the time we don't be paying attention, we throw these things away, or we lose them, and then we can't tell you guys what shadows we're using. But this is all the shadows that are inside of here. And if you guys need to see swatches of any of these things, please just leave me a comment down below. Or you can go on YT and you can pull them up. And you can actually even go over to Tara Babe's channel, because she swatched them all. So I picked up that. And then I also love Tarte's brushes. So I picked up 2 brushes. And this first one is called the Buffer Brush. And it looks like this. And Tarte makes some amazing brushes. Please don't sleep on their brushes. They are really nice, very durable, very soft, and they get the job done. So here is the Buffer Brush, and it just looks like a kabuki on a stick. And this is great because you can really buff your foundation or your powders in with this brush. So I picked that up. And then I also was in a hunt to buy that NARS Eater brush. And when it finally came back in stock, by then I had heard so many people complaining about that brush, that brush sheds really badly. And so I kind of said, I'm not going to buy it. Well, Tarte has brought out the Swirl Power cheek brush, and it looks like this. And it just put me in the mindset of the NARS Eater brush. So I felt like, okay, I got a brush from a company that I really like, and it's going to do the same job. And this is synthetic, and it looks like this. And here is the handle, kind of flat like the NARS Eater brush. And you can just blend, do your contour, buff your foundation in. This brush is multi-purpose, so definitely if you tried the NARS Eater brush and you didn't like it, definitely give the Tarte one a chance. Alright, so that is that. Did I get everything that I got from Ulta? No, I still got stuff. See guys, I'm telling you, this is what happened when you shop too much. Like, I picked up both of the Lorac Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminators. I got the one in Ballerina, and I got the one in Gilded Honey. And I've had these things now for a while and been meaning to haul them and never got around to it. So I got those. And then the last two things that I want to show you guys was I love Lorac too. I think Lorac makes some amazing products. And so I'm such a sucker for palettes. I picked up the Lorac Pro Matte palette and the Pro Metallic palette. So I picked up both of these, not that I need them because I'm on eyeshadow overload over here. And like I said, pay attention to the videos, because when I'm giving it away, it's gone, and it'll be in your home and then you can enjoy it. So here is the Lorac Pro Matte. Really nice shades. So I am definitely looking forward to playing in this. So this first one I'm going to give you a swatch this is chocolate, and here is a swatch of burgundy, and there they are swatched on my hand. Really pigmented, so I'm looking forward to using this. And this is, I picked this up more so for its versatility because it is small, it's very compact. If you're, like I said, if you're going away for the weekend and you don't want to have to take a huge palette or even your Z palette, palettes like this come in handy because you can accomplish so many looks with this little palette and still pull off some amazing looks, and you have everything you need right here. So I got that. I'm going to quickly show you guys what the metal one looks like. And here is the metal one. Difference being, in the matte one, this is like the black, standard black matte packaging kind of cardboard. This is a little shiny cardboard, you know. Lorac they're trying to get fancy. Oop, and excuse my phone. And there are the shades that are in the metals palette. And let's give you some swatches of this. Ooh. So there are 4 of the shades right there. And I have like no room on my arm. And there they are swatched out on my arm. So that is everything that I picked up from Ulta. I'm not even going to show you the MAC stuff in this haul because we're already at 24 minutes and I got to find a way to learn how to cut these videos down. So I will show you the MAC items that I picked up probably in my next haul. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, if there's anything that you guys need to see in more depth, yes, yeah, tired, depth, then leave me a comment down below. I love you guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.